Coming up on Tech Tonight, a local airport is receiving some much-needed upgrades. We'll tell you more.
And an update on the Leon Winston death penalty case. Find out the details next.
Welcome to Tech Tonight. I'm Brendan King.
And I'm Zachary Flanagan.
With spring break quickly approaching, flying on a plane might be your best bet when traveling to your destination. But if you plan on flying out of the Roanoke Regional Airport, expect to see a few changes. The airport and its terminal hasn't seen an upgrade in nearly 25 years. Crews have just finished a new escalator to replace the aging one that was first installed back in the 80s. The problem was whenever the older escalators would break, the airport would have to purchase custom-made parts, which were expensive and time-consuming. Both men's and women's bathrooms will be gutted and refreshed, while more seating and workspace will be added for travelers. Crews are on track to complete all renovations by August.
The Lynchburg Commonwealth's attorney has decided not to pursue reinstating the death penalty for Leon Winston, who murdered a pregnant woman and her husband in front of their children back in 2002. The court originally overturned the death penalty sentence after it was decided that the defense for Winston did not explore the avenue he may have been mentally retarded. Instead, Winston will spend the rest of his life in jail, serving 3 consecutive life sentences plus an additional 73 years.
If you hear sirens on campus or receive an alert on your phone from campus officials in the upcoming weeks, no need to panic. Virginia Tech will hold a statewide test of its alert system March 20th. The test will be between 8 a.m. and noon. All of the college's campuses in Blacksburg, Hampton Roads, Northern Virginia, Roanoke, Abingdon, and Danville will be affected. In addition to the sirens and text messages, the system's communication channels will send out alerts via email, Twitter, the desktop, and through the phone. The school says in an event of an actual emergency, individuals must be aware of their surroundings and take immediate responsibility for their personal safety and security.
Radford police are currently investigating a sexual assault that happened early Saturday morning. The 19-year-old woman, whose name was not released, was forcibly held down and raped at her home by 4 black males. Police say that the woman met the 4 men at a concert earlier that Friday night, but how the suspects ended up at her home is still under investigation. Anyone with information should call the Radford Police Department at 540-731-5040. Coming up, Stephanie Morris brings you your news around Virginia Tech.
Welcome back to Tech Tonight. I'm Stephanie Morris with your news around Virginia Tech. The Women's Center at Virginia Tech organizes the annual Women's Month celebration, and this year it will take place in March. From March 18th to 22nd, Virginia Tech will be acknowledging Eating Issues and Body Image Awareness Week 2013. A display titled Dying to be Barbie will be in the McComas lobby, including a chance to win raffle prizes and information that you can pick up for yourself or a friend. Ladies' Night in the McComas Weight Room will be Tuesday, March 19th from 5 to 7 p.m. And Wednesday, March 20th, Jessica Setnick, founder of Eating Disorders Boot Camp and author of the Eating Disorders Clinical Pocket Guide, will be a keynote speaker for Making Food Your Friend Again at 7 p.m. in Burris. Other events will be announced throughout the week. Live mix cinema artist Tony Dove is bringing an interactive theater performance called Lucid Possession to Virginia Tech. 3 public performances will be on March 16th and 17th. The performance combines storytelling, robotics, film projection, and music. The event is a special preview performance before the official premiere in Brooklyn, New York. Lucid Possession uses motion sensing technology to perform complex layers of media and tries to extend the boundaries of theatrical performance. It also looks at fame and its consequences in an online environment. Tickets can be purchased online or at the Squires ticket office. 2 dining services executive chefs will represent Virginia Tech and travel to the University of Massachusetts Amherst to showcase Virginia Tech's award-winning cuisine. They'll be showing selected recipes from the menu rotation of D2 at Dietrich Hall. This is the 4th year Virginia Tech has participated in the Princeton Review Best Campus Food Guide Chef event. During the event, chefs are featured from the Princeton Review Top 10 universities in the Best Campus Food category. Among numerous awards, Virginia Tech Dining Services has been ranked in the top 3 for the past 7 years and achieved #1 rankings in both 2008 and 2010. 7 Virginia Tech students were awarded the 2012-2013 ACC Creativity and Innovation Grants for undergraduate research and creative scholarship. The grant program recognizes undergraduate students who are pursuing independent research projects or creative works under the mentorship of faculty. Students from all academic disciplines were able to apply, and the 7 students were chosen from 45 applicants representing 6 colleges at Virginia Tech. The selected students are Michelle Anderson, Kristen Freed, Brian Hess, Ashley Lohr, Cameron Rose, Douglas Smith, and Sydney Vaughn. Congratulations to all of them, and if you're interested in applying for the program next year, applicants for the 2013-2014 program will be available next fall. Stay tuned because Courtney Holroyd brings your entertainment news next.
Is how the Hokie crossed the river. Back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Kip. Breaking news. BTTV is the only TV station with all your Hokie needs. We have sports,
Entertainment,
and news. Tune in to BTTV on Channel 33.
television for students, by students.
Welcome back, I'm Courtney Holroyd with your entertainment news. Jamie Lynn Spears is best known for her superstar big sister Brittany, her Nickelodeon sitcom Zoe 101, and her entrance into motherhood at the tender age of 17. But this Saturday, Spears added a new title to her resume, Fiancé. The 21-year-old actress is officially engaged to longtime on-and-off-again boyfriend, 30-year-old Jamie Watson. Sharing the special moment via Instagram, the Jamies flashed a picture of her ring to her thousands of social network followers. The picture was captioned, "Guess what? #he did good." The couple expects to split their time between Nashville, Tennessee and Kentwood, Louisiana, where Jamie Lynn's 4-year-old daughter Maddie attends school. Not so sure why uprooting her out of preschool is seen as such a huge life changer, but to each his own. Congratulations to the Jamies. Extra Hollywood buzz is surrounding movie star Jennifer Lawrence these days. She's taking celebrities by storm, winning awards left and right, and still managing to be normal in the process. The actress is famous for being completely ignorant to the poison etiquette that comes with fame. In every interview given, she is clearly herself, cussing up a storm and being blunt with her honesty. For example, just last week at the 2013 Oscars, she confessed to taking shots before giving her speech. This freshness is exactly what is keeping her name alive in Hollywood. She is not afraid to call her fellow stars out for being ungrateful for their money or opportunity. She's not afraid to laugh at herself, which she proved when falling up the stairs to accept an Oscar at last week's award show. She does not think highly of herself or feel entitled to anything she gets. She is still awestruck by the excitement of being recognized. And for that, Jennifer Lawrence, we love you. World-renowned superstar and Barbados beauty Rihanna is said to be thankful for her fresh start with on and off again boyfriend Chris Brown. I'm sorry, thankful for a relationship with the same man whose 2009 fistfight with her face sent him to jail? I guess love really does conquer all. 25-year-old Rihanna says that in 5 years she hopes to be healthy and happy, even have a baby. And it looks like Brown is in those plans as well. She says, now that we're adults, we can do this right. We got a fresh start, and we're thankful for that. The singer also sports a new tattoo of a smoking gun to symbolize empowerment. Rhee says, the gun was a symbol of strength. I'll never be a victim. And hate to break it to her, but this rediscovered love is one bullet the fans just might not be able to take. Controversy has long time plagued the not-so-fairy tale romance between actress Tori Spelling and husband Dean McDermott. But Spelling has never felt the need to lash out until now. Tabloid talks of a split have the star in fumes. She says, quote, our actual happiness would probably be deemed boring. I can handle it, I always have. But don't do it to a man who has done nothing but love me and our children. Leave them out of it. The 39-year-old mother to 4 small children says the call to respond to the rumors came when 6-year-old son Liam was upset by the magazine reports in the checkout line. Still insisting to be happily in love, she says, this time I had to comment because I'm answering not as a celebrity but as a mom. Celebrity marriages aren't exactly famous for their longevity, but Tori will take you at your word for it. Coming up, find out what steps are being taken to fully upgrade a Virginia Tech library.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel
VTTV?
33.
What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Tech Tonight. I'm Brendan King. You may have noticed some changes at Virginia Tech's Newman Library lately. That's because college officials are making steps to bring the institution into the 21st century. Architects and student advisory committees are developing spaces and services that draw the campus into the library. More print books and journals are being replaced by digital classrooms, while library collections are moving from paper to cyberspace. The new digital media can now be accessed on a growing list of electronic devices, from iPads to Kindles, which can be checked out from the front desk. College officials have given more money to revamp the library, increasing its budget from $14 million in 2008 to over $17 million this year.
A local robotics group made up of young adults is getting national attention for winning the First Tech Challenge. The First Tech Challenge is a competition where students ages 14 to 18 work with mentors and teachers to build and use robotics on a custom platform. The group of students who won the state championship, nicknamed the Tuxedo Pandas, are all students from the Christiansburg and Blacksburg areas. The group will move on to the national championship in St. Louis in late April. Coming up, Monica Puckett brings you this week's sports headlines.
Puckett with your sports. Our Virginia Tech men's basketball team was able to hold off the Clemson Tigers on Saturday to win their final home game of the season. After losing 10 of the past 11 games, fans in Castle were happy to see the Hokies come out on top. The nation's leading scorer, Eric Green, was given a standing ovation as he was taken out of his final game in Castle with only 9 seconds left. With no surprise, Green was the leading scorer of the game, scoring 29 points, followed by C.J. Barksdale with 14 and Robert Brown with 13. The final score of the game was 69-62 Hokies. The Miami Heat tied its franchise record Sunday when the team won their 14th straight game, beating the New York Knicks. LeBron James had 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists for the Heat. He had a minor leg injury in the third quarter, but was able to shake it off by the fourth to help his team rally a win. The Knicks beat the Heat twice earlier this year, once by over 20 points, and the second time without their leading scorer, Carmelo Anthony, making this loss sting more than others. The final score was Miami 99, New York 93. This week, the Gonzaga Bulldogs are ranked number 1 in the Associated Press's Top 25 college basketball poll. This is the first time in the school's history that Gonzaga tops the AP poll. It's a small Northwest school that always delivers NCAA tournament wins. Last week, Gonzaga reached the number 2 spot, their highest ranking at the time, then took advantage of Indiana's loss to take over the number 1 spot. The Bulldogs have the best record of a Division I team with 29 wins and 2 losses. The always humble Joe Flacco of the Baltimore Ravens became the highest paid NFL player in history Monday when he signed his 6-year, $120 million contract. Flacco says, "It's not really a big deal. Our goal is to win the Super Bowl. That's always been one of my goals. It's never necessarily been a goal of mine to get paid like this." Flacco will have a $52 million payout within the first 2 years of the contract, including a $29 million signing bonus. Good luck to Joe and the rest of the team. Stay tuned because Megan Kilgore brings you this week's national headlines next.
What am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel 33.
VTTV? What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm Megan Kilgore with this week's national headlines. The first ever cure for HIV in a child has been found. The Mississippi 2-year-old was born with HIV due to her mother being HIV positive. She was given antiretroviral injections shortly after being born. The baby was later given drugs to help further treat the infection, but her mother took her off the drugs when she was 15 months old. Then, about 8 to 10 months later, the child was taken to the doctor to be tested again, and she was found to be HIV-free. Doctors are claiming that the high dosages of injections after birth are responsible for the cure. This is the second successful cure in the world for the AIDS virus. 12 former Florida A&M marching band members have been charged with the 2011 murder of drum major Robert Champion. Officials say Champion was killed after blunt force trauma during a ritual hazing event known as Crossing Bus C, where Champion would face a group of band members who beat him with their fists, drumsticks, and other objects. The 12 former band members were previously charged with hazing, which is a 5-year sentence, while the charge for manslaughter can bring up to 15 years behind bars. The baby that was born to a couple killed in a hit-and-run car crash in Brooklyn on Sunday has died. Nachman and Razy Glauber were rushing to the hospital when the crash happened. The BMW that was taking the couple to the hospital was hit at an intersection where the driver of the other car then drove away. Doctors performed an emergency C-section at the site of the crash, and the couple later died at a nearby hospital. The baby was said to be in critical condition, and police have a possible name and description of the man who that they believe is responsible for the hit and run. The couple was buried on Sunday. The house in Florida where a man fell into a sinkhole last week has been demolished. Crews spent all day Monday trying to salvage valuable items from the home before tearing down the walls of the house where 36-year-old Jeff Bush fell to his death. Bush was in his bedroom when the sinkhole opened, and crews could not reach him because the area was unsafe. Bush's brother Jeremy jumped into the hole to rescue him, then he had to be rescued by crews himself. Crews estimate that the hole is 30 feet wide and 60 feet deep. Nearby homes were evacuated, and a second sinkhole was later found several miles away. No one was hurt at the second site of the sinkhole.
Well, thank you, Megan. So spring break is around the corner. What are our plans?
I'm just going home and having a nice relaxing break.
That's essentially what I'm doing too. Nothing too exciting.
Actually, I am doing the exact same thing as you guys. We are the most boring news anchor staff that we have ever encountered, it seems like. But I feel like I'm just going to relax and have fun, regardless of what I do.
Catch up with some old friends.
Maybe read a book.
Or that.
Yes. Well, that's it for Tech Tonight. I'm Brendan King.
I'm Zachary Flanagan.
And I'm Megan Kilgore. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week.
Steve Martin and the Steve County.
The Lynchburg Commonwealth's attorney has decided not to pursue. I almost said present.
She does not think highly of herself extra. What? Wait, no.
Officials say champion was killed after blunt force trauma. Why am I getting winded?
But if you plan on flying out of the Roanoke Airport,
Shut up!
The Lynchburg Commonwealth's attorney has decided not to pursue. She's over
Sorry,
here
I
sorry.
didn't even like. No one was hurt at the second site of who?
always edit out my piece. Thank you, Megan. So spring break is around the corner. Any big plans, guys?
You did not read
You
the
didn't even
screen.
do the outro. The Lynchburg Commonwealth's attorney has decided not to pursue reinstating the death penalty for Leon Winston, who murdered.
What you say? She was given antiretroviral injection. I cannot say that word.
If you hear sirens on campus or receive an alert on your phone,
Radford.
I was okay.
This is the second site.